Okay. I'm gonna just say this topic because I don't care that I already made a video on it. I'm gonna say my shit again. I'm gonna talk my shit and mean it. I think it's so fucking weird whenever men always try to say shit like, oh, it's a shame that the age of consent is 18. Like, that's way too high. What the fuck do you mean by that? No, really? What the fuck do you mean? Because I don't know. Those people are usually just incels who haven't, they just think every woman in the world needs to change their opinions and just decide, oh yes, it's a shame that women don't like me and my piss cups and my twice a week washed ass and like my very like average sized cock and my even like less than average fucking personality. I think women should just tolerate me. I have nothing to offer financially, emotionally, physically. I can't even be good mentally to them. I think they should just tolerate me no matter what. But it's okay if I like fuck it. If every single woman above the age of 18 finds me repulsive, then I'm gonna go straight to the 14 to 18-year-old crowd, baby. That's so fucking weird to me. Y'all need to kill yourselves. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Y'all need to kill. You need to grow out of that shit. Because, I don't know. I look at a teenage girl and I think, oh, I like her shoes. Or I think, yeah, she's adorable. Oh, look at her. Or I think, oh, she's pretty. I do not think, damn, she thick. Let me hit that. I do not think, oh yeah, I should stick a baby in that. I do not think degrading, disgust. You already know who I am as a person. Kind of, sort of. You've seen me when I'm manic and when I'm sexy. I've made tons of videos with me talking all types of slutty, slutty shit and degrading and positive and empowering and uplifting, but also really like fucking disturbing ways I have described my own sexual experiences and how I see people who I'm attracted to. That does not apply to anyone who has not passed an SAT. That does not apply to anyone who doesn't know anything about what college is like. That does not apply to people who are in middle school. I don't know, I find that shit weird. I knew this girl when I was 12. Yeah, she was 12 too. And she did look older, but in the sense of, her body had grown a bit. At most, you could say, okay, this is just a black girl who has like bigger thighs or whatever and is tall for her age. But even then, just because you can look at her and go, oh, okay, she's probably somewhere between like 14 or maybe like 16 with just like a fuck ton of hormones, you would still look at the way she carries herself. The fucking children's place like Justice t-shirts and the like shitty sparkly jewelry and the fucked up hair and just the unshaven mustache and everything. You'd be able to go, that is clearly someone who is a teenager. Or like at best they're a busted teenager, at worst they're a middle schooler. And they were. And they had two boyfriends. Actually, three. One who was 30, and the other one were over 18. And I just think it's really fucking disturbing. Even back then, I saw that as wrong. And even though, ironically, later in life, I've had my own run ins with creepy older men, I think it's fucking strange that. I don't know. I think the adults in her life should have been better at protecting her. She did later on end up okay. She did. She did. I don't believe she's around those men anymore. And like, we were in the same fucking grade, I believe. Graduated together. But still, I remember thinking, oh, if she doesn't come back to school, like, a day or two from now, me and the other kids she told about this are going to the fucking police or to our parents. Because that shit's scary. I just find that shit repulsive. It makes me want to vomit. I think that's a dangerous, dangerous thing to do. I've had multiple moments of people trying to make it seem like that shit was normal. I've had friends in other countries saying that it wasn't too bad to be over a certain age because their age of consent in their country is like super low. Like, ooh, it's 14 here, so that's alright, or yada yada yada. But no, it's not. Even if your age of consent is low as shit, it's still weird as fuck to be someone old as shit preying on someone younger. Also, I'm gonna be honest, it just rings as pathetic, too. Like, if you're some dude in, like, your early 20s, and you think somehow that, like, I don't know, 18 is young enough. 18 to 20 is the age where it's like, okay, we are legal. We are still super fucking dumb. We are in our freak bitch era, and we are learning things about ourselves, and we want to learn them from the dumbest men possible. Like, that's the perfect cusp for losers like you, where you're still fucking creepy, but depending on your age, it's not that bad. Like, if you're 24 and you're going for like a stupid 20-year-old, it's like, okay, the law can't stop you. People, like, like, people can't say shit. Because that's kind of the age where you're expected to be dumb, but in a healthy, controlled manner. Safe. You usually have your own apartment, you can pay taxes, you don't have to live off of family or rely on fucking welfare. But there are niggas out here who just go, nah, nah, nah. You know who would really, really, really be the best person to have raw sex with? That really thick 13-year-old with the fucked up hormones who's just like, and the daddy issues. Yes, mine! I think that's fucking weird. I think someone needs to be rocking the shit out of y'all niggas. I hate that there are people who defend that shit. I hate that. I hate it so much. And before anyone goes, ooh, what if like genders were reversed and shit? Believe it or not, this is a conversation I broke up with my fucking ex-boyfriend over. I really adore him. We are still on positive enough terms. But still. I was like, nah, nigga, you can't date me and have an opinion like that. That's not possible. I don't care the situation. I don't care if she's like Effie Stoneham in that show Skins, which is a really good fucking show. I don't care if she's really some 14-year-old with thick eyeliner and who's sneaking into nightclubs and shit. I don't like. That's a situation where it's like, okay, if a dude accidentally takes her home and then somehow doesn't fucking realize, oh, this is not just like a short 18 to 22-year-old, this is a fucking child, then it's like, at fucking worst, the bar needs to be held accountable. The secure, because I know some bars also do that. They let in underage people. I don't care if your friend group has the age span of like 15 to 21 and you think she's cute and mature for her age. I think you're fucking weird. I remember I was 18, going about to turn 19, and this one bitch I was friends with, I remember she mentioned that she had a several year long relationship with this guy and he was like 20 or something. I thought that was fucking weird too. Because I think if you're a grown ass man who's like 20, 21, why the fuck would you see like a 16, 17-year-old and go, oh yes, this is the girl for me? Sure, he was nice to her, but it's still like, what the fuck is up with you though? You know? I just think some things are weird. Like, even, like, people shit on me for saying it, but I don't care. Because even when I was like fucking 20 or something, I remember I was like 20 and I was like, hey, I could probably date someone like who's 18. I could do that, sure. And then I remember I saw this cute girl and I was like, yeah, she's pretty cute. I could be down. But then it turns out she was still in high school. So even if she was legal, it's still like, oh no, I don't need to get her wrapped up in my bullshit. So while, she has goals and dreams and a mentally stable brain that is still not fully developed, fuck I gotta do with her. If anything, I was like, nah, I'm living at home with my parents. I have tons of fucking issues and sex addiction that I gotta work on. I am just a hot mess. And I do not, and also, I have no reason to be fucking with someone who's like, oh yeah, I just had a long ass day, just whew, really stressed about these SATs. I've been prepping all day. Haha, and there was this bitch in my Spanish class. I don't need to, like, what the fuck do you even talk about? Exactly, I don't need to be doing that shit at my big ass age, especially when I barely passed high school anyway. So yeah, I even could tell she's too young and she has growing to do and is not on the same life path as me. And I need to absolutely get the fuck on. And I did. I got the fuck away. Me and her don't talk anymore. I hope she's still doing well. Hope she got into the college of her dreams and everything. But yeah. Also, like I said, it brings me as pathetic when dudes, because it's like, yeah, you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, and for some reason all you can think about is fucking high schoolers. That's pathetic, because there are plenty of 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 23. Like, if you, like, it's not like you've met every single fucking legal person available, and then just, like, no. You just met a handful on Tinder. You went, oh, I got rejected. Time to become a pedophile. I think that's fucking depressing. And not saying that dudes who go above the legal age are fucking alright either, because I remember I was 18 with some 29-year-olds. Like, and they, let's just say in the moment, 18 was just like, I already knew, oh, I can fuck whoever I want. And I already know how these fuckers see me, so I can do it with like very minimal attachment. But let's just say as I'm older, it's like, oh, those niggas were extra weird. Extra, extra. I remember this one dude who I will talk about one day, Sam, who also went by the name Lee, San Francisco. His little bitch ass. One second. He dated only 18-year-olds. Every single person. Only 18. And he knew to do that. Why? Because he knew no other woman would tolerate his misogynistic attitude. His weird accusatory statements, the slut shaming, the bullshit upon bullshit upon bullshit. No one would just accept him for being like, he had no social skills, no romantic bones in his body, and just was a. Mm, at best, I was just trying to pump and dump him. But he really wanted to keep me around because he thought, oh yes, this chick has daddy issues. And he said that to my face. That's a long story. Was he right? Maybe. But that doesn't fucking matter. And long story short, I just kind of went on the world's most awful date with him and went, this is awful. I'm never doing this again. And then he got mad and said, oh, I wouldn't want to date you anyway because you're a slut. And I said, yeah, you're right. Plus, I already fucked someone else within the 2 days that we didn't talk. And then he started crying and claiming that every single woman he's been with has cheated on him. And it's like, no shit. It's because even the 18-year-olds you were with can tell that you're a nasty, disgusting piece of shit. So I don't blame them for cheating on you because it's literally like you're going out of your way to be one of those on the cusp pedophiles where it's like, ooh, you won't be called an ephebophile, but you certainly are waiting on the fence for people's birthdays to hit so that you can date them. He's one of those creepy ass niggas. Moral of the story, y'all suck. If you are interested in people under that age range, you creep me out. Like, really. Plus, I already told y'all about that girl I knew in high school who had a 12-year-old boyfriend and said, oh, it's fine because he's tall and he's very mature for his age. No, he is emotionally damaged and tall. You just like benefiting from him looking more mature and him being traumatized so that you can manipulate and abuse him easier, you sick fuck. She's disgusting and I hope she goes to fucking jail. Anyway, peace out.